Hey, what's up, y'all? So I just wanted to come on right now. I'm kind of up. Sorry. I'm waiting on some food, and so I decided to do a quick video. But listen, what I want to know is if God came through with for anybody else today. Like, if God came through for y'all today, like I need y'all to put it down in the comment section. I needed to share you to share your testimonies down in the comment section. Like it was just last night whenever I posted the video about spiritual warfare, about how there was like so much very strong warfare in a much higher place as usual. And I was encouraging everybody to pray, and that was for me too, by the way. So after praying last night, praying today, God came through for me today. So listen, let me tell you what happened. And I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible because I'm waiting on some food. But listen, so I have a business, right? I have a vintage shop in Griffin, Georgia, which is about 45 minutes south of downtown Atlanta. So if you're in the Atlanta area, definitely check me out. The name of it is Ensemble, right? So anyway, so I got the space a little over 2 years ago, right? And so whenever I got the space, I moved into the space. And so like the entire time I was there, like, you know, I just had like really hard times. Like witches were fighting against me. You know, I know of a single witch that was fighting against me to really keep me down. But then I connected with this prophet, and I mentioned her a lot in my videos. Prophetess Maddie Nottage. If you guys are not familiar with her, look her up on YouTube. Her YouTube name is Maddie Nottage TV, all together, one word. Look it up. She's a powerful prophet. But anyway, so the Lord had me connect with her, and so you know, while connected with her, whatever, I was able to get my business open, and you know, God moved. He showed up and everything, right? So then I just opened my store in July of this year, okay? July of this year. Since I opened my store, whenever I opened my store, like the first month we did really, really well. We did $7,000 in the first month. $7,000 in sales the first month. That is just amazing, right? It was all God's doing. To God be the glory on that. So then like I guess word got out that we were doing so well, so people started fighting against us. So like I watched sales go down. I had 6 employees. I had to let my employees go. Sales just kept going down, but I kept praying, I kept sowing, I kept praying, I kept sowing. So then every month since then, like rent had been late, you know what I'm saying? I was paying rent late and stuff, and just really, you know, struggling or whatever, right? So then just last month, my rent is due on the 20th of every month, right? So just last month, like I was late on rent again, and my landlord got upset with me. He's like, you know, like, I'm not doing this anymore with you. Like, mind you, he giving me chance after chance after chance. And I wasn't like, you know, being irresponsible. It's just that I didn't have sales coming through. So I'm praying, like, depending on God, like praying every single month, like depending on God to come through. And he was coming through, but it was like, you know, after the due date. I'm not going to say late because God is never late. He's always on time. But it was after the due date. So anyway, so what happened? So last month, in November, on the 20th, I was late on my rent again. My landlord's like, I'm not doing this with you anymore, Starkey. Like, I'm not doing this anymore with you, period. So, like, he left or whatever, right? Dude came back and put a for rent sign on my building. Mind you, my business is still open. He told me I had to be out of my space by the 10th of December, okay? He came back and put a for rent sign on my building, all right? For rent. Mind you, my business is in a small town, okay? Well, it's not that small. I mean, it's small compared to a big city, but like it's a very close-knit town. It's what I'm trying to say. So everybody knows everybody, okay? People are passing by, they're seeing the for rent sign. My business neighbors are coming over. Are you moving? Like, why is there a for rent sign there? Blah, blah, blah. So anyway, so I prayed and I fasted. I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. I even got some holy oil, and I sprayed that sign, and I rub oil all over that sign. I was like, in the name of Jesus, like, Lord, don't allow anybody to call this number. Like, don't allow anybody to call this number. Don't even let this man, like, you know, rent out anything. Like, you know, try to rent my space out to nobody. I was like, God, come through for me. I need you to come through for me. So, you know, time went on, and that was just that just happened on Saturday. So I was praying and praying and praying, and I'm walking around the store. Like, sales dropped tremendously this week. And so I couldn't even afford to move, y'all. Like, I couldn't even afford to move or anything. Like, I couldn't afford anything. And so, like, I was just walking around praying, and I'm thinking, like, Lord, are you going to come through for me? Are you going to come through for me this time? Like, is it your will for me to move? Maybe I just have to move. Like, maybe this is what you're trying to tell me to do, But I realized that there was Satan, like, just in my head, like, trying to take my faith or whatever, right? So, anyway, Prophetess came on last night. And we had prayer, like, over Zoom prayer, like, everybody. So we just prayed for like 2 hours, right? Just really strong prayer. I woke up this morning. She posted a message on YouTube about how your camels are coming. So, like, if you're familiar with camels, right? Like, if you're familiar with, like, the old times, like the old days, like whenever, like, kings and queens were, like, traveling afar, like they would travel on camels. So they would have, like, this whole line of camels with, like, goods and stuff, like all their supplies on it, and a lot of times they'll be taking gifts from one village to another, from one country to another. So she was prophesying that the camels are coming. I'm like, oh my God, the camels are coming. So anyway, so I was like, let me just back up real quick. So on Saturday, whenever my landlord came and he put the sign on my door, I told him, I was like, listen, like, I can pay you the rest of the rent, and I can also go ahead and pay you for next month on Wednesday. Like, I can go ahead and pay all that, on Wednesday. So therefore, you don't have to worry about me being late anymore. Okay. Like, I was waiting to get to this point. I finally got to that point. He's like, no, I don't care how much money you give me. I want you out. I'm like, okay, fine. So anyway, Prophetess came on this morning. Your camels are coming. Your camels are coming. So I went to the ATM, got the money out. I called my landlord. I'm like, hey, like, I need to pay my rent for last month, and I'm going to go ahead and give you rent for this month, and then on the 20th of this month, I'm going to give you rent again for January. So therefore, every month I'll be paying, ahead of time. We talked, and then he came. Then God came through. God touched his heart, and like, he was like, all right, I'll be by to pick up the rent tomorrow. So, like, God saved my business. He came through for me. I know he came through for somebody else, y'all. Like, seriously, like, put it down in the comment section. Let me know what's going on. Like, I want to hear what's going on in you guys' life. I want to hear what's going on in you guys' life. So let me know what's going on, with y'all, like. And pretty much that's it. That's all, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later. Love y'all. God bless. Bye.